This is the final video in the Cyberpunk Lamp series, and I wanted to show you that I've made some changes, and we're just going to sum it up right here. First of all, I want to show you here on the right side, I've got some collections. I've put multiple cameras and some lights in this collection here, so I can turn that off and on really easily. I just duplicated the original camera so that when I look through it, I can just click here and I can get different angles right away and just, remember where I want to shoot from. Okay, so I've got my lamp in I'll just shut that off for a moment. All the parts of my lamp, all the parts of the bulb, and I put in a simple ground there as well. Okay, so for my lighting setup, I'll just show you. I put a spotlight up top here. I've got a couple of area lights here with various colors. I've got a point light inside the bulb. Okay, I just found that helped. And I've got just a couple of other point lights here and there. Okay, as you can see, I've got an HDRI in the background as well. I put this just simple wood texture for a ground plane there. All right, so that's that stuff pretty much. Now when we come to the wire mesh here, I'll just go into edit mode there. I just selected some faces and deleted them so that I could get what looks like a little bit of damage there. Okay, so I've done that. I added a few other things in Substance Painter and a bit more dirt on the metal and changed the roughness. I didn't want it so rough, or I wanted it more rough so it was a little bit less shiny. Alright, so a couple more details there. Duplicated the feet around, and then I guess probably the major change is with the bulb itself. Alright, so we're going to focus just on that, on the bulb. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what I've done here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll maximize this, Control Plus, and just show you. So I've got typical mapping nodes on there and textures. This was all done with Substance Painter when I brought the material in, and I selected the principal BSDF and I went Control Shift T. So that was the normal stuff to give the general sort of look of the bulb. Okay, then in order to make it relatively transparent, I had to do this stuff here, and I think I did that on video anyhow. We had a mixed shader here and transparency down here, and load the opacity image or map from Substance Painter. So that was all done before. And the final thing I did is the glow that you'll see around the bulb. And I'll show you some renders in a minute, and I thought that added something to this. So what I've got is this bulb glow here plugged into the emission, and what I've got is just a layer weight and a color ramp, and I've set this on B-spline instead of like constant or linear or whatever. And so I'll just show you sort of how the effects of that. So as I move this, you can see that changing. Okay, I can change color if I want, whatever. And I've got this coming out of facing, going in and with a blend at about 0.7, so that the bulb has a bit of a glow to it itself. And that, let's see if I bring everything back. I like that. The filament itself is just simply an emission, and that was it. So I just did that in Blender. I gave it a color and I gave it a strength that I liked. And so that's how I think with the combination of this, with an emission, with the point light in there, and with what I did on the bulb. And then in compositing, I added a glare node in here, and I have denoising on the end. I'm using Eevee. All right, so that's how I've done that. And in the end, I'll just show you what it looks like. All right, so there's one image of it showing the damage to this, and with all the pieces hopefully in there, and the small changes I did that, and with what I've managed to do with the bulb. Okay, so just flipping through the various images I've got of this thing. All right, so I think that pretty much wraps up this, what I wanted to do with that lamp. I'm happy with the results, and I'm eager to move on. Of course, there's more things that I could do with this. Yeah, I wanted to do more imperfections on the bulb itself to sort of split up that light and have it, I don't know, just have that filament look a little bit more realistic. But I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to move on to the next project. So thanks so much for watching this series. I hope you found it interesting.